As the title says, Jack is a stage 4 kidney cancer fighter. But if you saw him playing congas in the jazz band, you'd think he'd be healthier than you. I get to sit and talk about some of the darkest and hardest moments of fighting cancer and what ultimately gets him through. This is part 1 of my follow-up interview with Jack. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Ordinary People. If you recall the last video with Conga, Jack, he shares a story about his journey of overcoming cancer and still fighting through it. So I'm very fortunate in following up with Jack to see where he's been. And Jack, if you could do another short introduction of who you are.
Sure, hi. Morning everybody, I'm Jack Vitale. Again, battling stage 4 kidney cancer. And I think it's 6 months maybe since we spoke the last time, right? Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Actually, I'm doing better. All my tumors are shrinking, and some new medicine and a new hairdo. Huh? What do you think?
Now, you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, actually, I lost 46 pounds.
Is that
in the last 3 months? Actually,
is that a side effect?
It's a side effect. The new medicine, it makes you not hungry. You lose your taste. Other intestinal problems.
Yeah.
And it also attacked my thyroid. So what happened is that it made it overactive, so it just kept losing and losing weight. I could eat so much, but it would just lose weight. Seems to be back on its way to normal. So, and they didn't want to give me any medicine for it because that medicine could destroy my white blood cells, which give cancer a free ride in my body. So I waited it out, and things seem to be getting back to normal.
Now, the last time we spoke, you told me you had I forget what you even call it, like a tumor.
Yeah, I had a tumor.
In your lung, right?
Yes, it's still there, and it actually shrunk. There's some tumors in my lymph nodes, my lungs. No, it's not so bad. And there's a couple right here where my kidney used to be, and the first CAT scan out that I took, everything shrunk, and which was like, you can't ask anything better than that except having them disappear. So, the new medicine, which is called Votrient, is working pretty good on me so far.
Now, the 6 months, what has changed? Or if there's anything drastic that's changed, aside from your weight, which is...
Well, aside from my weight and my hair, what's changed is the last 3 months was very hard. Because when you start taking this medicine, how can I say, it really whacks you. All the side effects, they were pretty heavy on me, like I said, the intestinal stuff, the fatigue was incredible, and the depression was bad. That one really got me.
Oh, wait, what are your thoughts? What do they sound like?
My depression, I didn't want to work, I didn't want to play. I didn't touch my drums for like a month.
Oh, okay.
I only played them during that period of time. If I had to go gig with somebody, I'd put like a week in and practice, and I had to really push myself to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do anything. I was in a bad mood. Because at one point they actually wanted to give up. I almost said, no more of this medicine. I just want to feel good one day. Because I didn't feel good for one day in 3 months. So I'd rather have one day and just take my chances till this is over. But I didn't do that, thank God. And then like the last 3 weeks, I would say, maybe 4, I've been feeling really good. It just like turned around on me.
In that month, where it sounded pretty dark. Because the last video you talked about music and how that really helped you push through, got your mind off of things. If it got to a point where even music, you didn't want to play music.
I didn't even want to play music, but you know what it was? I did keep in touch with it. I always had it in my ear, so kind of, because I was afraid to let go. I was afraid I was going to lose it, lose the music part of it. And so I kept it in my ears, but I didn't want to play. I got to tell you, I didn't play. And I was afraid that when I finally did sit down and play again, that I would be like more than rusty, I would be like, maybe I lost it, But I didn't, praise God for that. And but even that didn't help me for a while. It just didn't help me.
Okay. When you go through, intense periods like that, when you're fighting cancer, when you're on a certain treatment that just throws your entire body in haywire.
Yeah.
You mentioned your thyroids and because for me, I don't have a glimpse of what that pain feels like.
Mm-hmm.
What would that pain, how would you describe that pain?
It's not like it's deep. The pain is deep. You can't you can't have a second without thinking about it, and you can't. It immobilizes you, it paralyzes you, and what happens is when you're in that pain, you start thinking about. Unfortunately, I started thinking about the end. You know, like, oh my God, is this it? Am I not going to ever feel good again? Is this how I'm going to die? You know, it's just some weird thoughts that you would not normally think about go into your head. You know, and we talked the last time about you know, suicide. Remember? And there was a day when it got to me. I mean, I was sitting on that couch. I hated everything. And I remember my wife had went out. She went out to get something, and I went upstairs. You know, where we have everything, all the guns are locked up. You know.
Oh man.
And I went in there, and I opened the safe. I put the gun in my hand. Nothing drastic, but I did put it in my hand, and I prayed, "Oh God, take this from me, please. Take this gun out of my hand." And He did. Put that gun down, and I didn't even put it in the safe. I went downstairs, and I waited for my wife to come home, and I told her. And that freaked her out, of course. She went upstairs, she changed all the combinations, and I mean, now I can't get in there. I can't get in that safe at all. I don't even go to the range with her anymore. Not because I'm afraid I'll do it again, but I just don't want to see it. It reminds me. And it got that bad, you know. I didn't want to be around feeling like this anymore. But since then, I've been good. I mean, you know, there's no reason to. I think maybe that was a good thing that I put that thing in my hand, because it showed me that, first of all, I'm a coward, because I can't do that. You got to be really a coward to actually do it, but I was afraid to pull that trigger. You know, I didn't want my wife to find me like that. And I don't want to meet God with half a head, you know what I mean? He's going to say, I didn't know you, because He's the only one, like I said in the last video, He's the only one who can take you out. And that's a sin, so I don't want to deal with it.
We're all tested and pushed, often beyond our limits. But it's only then when we get to see who we really are and what we really lean on. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for part 2 of this interview with Jack. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.